Like, it's hard to explain, but it's just so true.
It's anti-Italian sentiment over here.
There are people who watch The Sopranos and then don't get the satire of it. They're like, Tony Soprano's a good guy. He's just doing things for his family by killing all these guys.
Yeah. Oh man, that dumb guy not understanding the anti-hero is such a fucking
because there was all those anti-hero shows like in the golden age of TV, which is when we were like growing up. It's like people were like Walter White, fucking why is Skyler such a bitch to him?
Yeah.
Why? Because he's never home for his newborn child. He's just out selling meth. I rewatched it like as an adult because I was a little bit of that. It's like, dude, Walter and Jesse rule, dude. Let's just sell some fucking drugs. And you watch it as an adult. It's like, dude, fucking stop lying to your wife. It's like, what are you doing?
But yeah, early on in the Breaking Bad universe, like it's very clear that Walt isn't doing it for his family because his former business partner is like, I will pay.
Yeah, it's like episode like 3.
Yeah. So it's like, if you're a fucking adult, if you don't get it's about something else.
Yeah.
And then they really spell it out for you at the end where he's like, I did it for me.
Yeah.
You know,
you literally have to hammer it home for the people that did like, oh, he's a bad guy at the end, but like you still kind of like him. Yeah.
Dude, whenever anybody, like I find out that someone's a Breaking Bad fan, I always ask them the same question because I think the answer is always fascinating. Yeah. So I'll ask it to you. At what point did you stop rooting for Walt?
Ooh, fuck. That's a good one because I was like a little immature in the sense I was like, he's the main character. I have to root for him a little bit. I think it's around, I forgot the episode, but it's like season 4 when they like, which is the best season by far. It's just like, it's not before he poisons the kid. It's just like the way, it's the fight he has with Jesse when Jesse started to turn to go to Gus. That's where I'm like, fuck Walt, dude. Let's just kill him and have a successful business. Yeah. Especially because I'm actually getting to the point now where I like Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad. Ooh. That's become like a hot take of mine. And I'm like, dude, this guy ruined a very profitable business that really made a lot of people happy. I was just like, this is his own ego. It's like, this was a well-run business. Everyone was getting paid on time. Taxes were getting paid. Everyone was, until this one fucking asshole ruined the whole thing. God, what a dick. But yeah, that was probably right then. I know a lot of people are like when Jane dies, but you know, I don't know. She would have OD'd anyways. I don't know. What about you? Where'd you turn?
For me, it's actually not when he lets Jane die. But because even him letting Jane die served a purpose. Yeah. Because she was sort of corrupted, in Walt's mind, corrupting Jesse in a way that was going to fuck with his bag. Yeah. You know what I mean? But fucking Street Bobby talking about the bag. Fucking how cringe is that? But even that, I'm like, okay, from a Machiavellian perspective, I get it. It's not nice, but it's not 100% just sadism. Yeah. But that moment where like Jesse turns on Walt and Walt has him like I guess detained by whoever was in charge at the time, and he goes up to Jesse. Walt goes up to Jesse and goes, I watched Jane die. I'm like, oh, you're a lunatic.
Yeah, that's like the peak of the that's literally that's Ozymandias. That is the best episode of television in history, in my opinion. That's just genuinely is. It's like fucking Hank's killed. The entire system comes crumbling down. He's stealing his own child, trying to escape with his $18 million or whatever he has. And you're like, fuck, dude. Yeah. He's a full sociopath, murdering lunatic who will kill anybody.
And to me, the point of this show is that he was always like that. Yeah. Because in the pilot, what's interesting is I came in during like the second season and then rewatched the first season. So I watched the pilot with some information about who he was going to become. And when you watch it that way, it's interesting because you could see he's resentful. Yeah. In a way, I mean, his life didn't turn out exactly like he wanted it to.
Yeah, he's the average suburban man who's middling in life. He feels like he deserved more. Feels like he earned more. He should have earned more, but he can't be content with his simple life. Yeah, and then so basically he put on the like. That's why I like Better Call Saul of both. Is like Walt puts on the mask of Walter White when he really is Heisenberg. Yeah, but Saul Goodman is put on the mask to hide the fact that he's scared Jimmy McGill. Like he doesn't get he's pretending to be bad and Walter's pretending to be good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I love the parallels about that show.
Have you finished Better Call Saul? Yeah. Dude,
phenomenal.
Guys,
phenomenal.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
I feel like a lot of people Like we're like when it first came out, it was big. It was the first, and then it was not exactly Breaking Bad because it's kind of just a lawyer show for most of it, but it's just good because it's just a clever scheming, manipulating the system of like how an actual bad guy does, where it's like I can weaponize the law for my own gain, which many people do in real life. It's like, oh, I just need to fucking just I can manipulate and rake things, especially if you're like a trial lawyer, because every lawyer will tell you nobody wants to go to trial because if it comes down to having 12 people's opinions, you're going to pick 12 idiots. And that's why idiot people get off all the time and why innocent people go to jail all the fucking time.
So I asked like the same Breaking Bad question to my parents, and I loved their respective answers. Okay. So I asked them, at what point did you stop rooting for Walt? And my mom full on goes never, because I think she just is, you alluded to it. You're like, well, you got to like the protagonist.
Yeah.
She went longer. Literally nobody else in my life that I've asked that question to has said the whole time. And I brought up, I'm like, because she's like, he's doing it for his family. I'm like, no, because he could have accepted the money. And right away she goes, yeah, he's going to accept money from that asshole. That fucked him out of his business.
That's a very boomer / Gen X thing of you don't take a handout from somebody. And I feel like our generation's like, dude, just take the money and
just take the money, dude.
Just take the money. It's always like the joke of like what Canadian Breaking Bad is. You have cancer and it's already paid for because we have a functioning healthcare system.
My dad's answer, polar opposite. It makes me laugh because I'm like, when did you stop rooting for Walt? And he goes, I never rooted for him. He's a drug dealer. That's the boomer answer.
I love that answer. Actually, that's fucking great. Yeah.
He's breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Yeah, dude. Meth is bad though.
Meth is bad. Have you ever done meth before?
No, I've never done meth.
Thank you.